Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for what promises to be an electrifying session, pun intended, on the Lewden Siena EV Charger. I'm your host, Jose Mohammed, and I'm excited to be here with my fantastic colleague, Beenish.
Hi.
Together, we'll be walking you through everything you need to know to make Siena EV Charger a star performer in your EV installations.
Thanks, Jose. Before we dive in, we want to quickly acknowledge that our technical manager, Ian Peacock, was originally set to host the session today, but unfortunately, he couldn't join us due to unforeseen circumstances. But don't worry, we are here to ensure this session is just as insightful and engaging for you.
Absolutely. But before we get started, let's spread some festive cheer.
Ooh.
As a thank you for spending this hour with us, one lucky attendee will win a Lewden branded backpack filled with Lewden merchandise and goodies. So stay tuned until the end. We'll announce the winner live.
A quick reminder to please drop any questions in the chat box. We'll answer them during the Q&A at the end. Today's session is also about sharing knowledge and insights, and we are aiming to keep this session engaging and conversational. So think of it as your backstage pass to everything Siena. Let's get started.
Of course. So let's take a quick look at some quick facts and interesting facts, right? Well, did you know from January to April this year, 23.5% of all new cars registered were plug-in EVs. So to say, the market is not just growing, it's thriving.
That's fantastic. And here's another interesting stat. With over 1.1 million electric cars on UK roads, essentially 80% of EV drivers prefer charging at home. So basically, they're looking for reliability, speed, and convenience right in their driveways. And that's where Siena steps in with a massive opportunity to meet this demand for reliable and efficient EV charging solutions.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Siena isn't just about meeting today's needs, right? It's about preparing for tomorrow's demands. Siena isn't just a product. We've always taken this into consideration, and we've tried to make it a part of the Lewden's bigger journey towards a sustainable and an efficient tomorrow. It is a reflection of Lewden's enduring commitment to excellence and our dedication to being a forward-thinking, a responsible brand that always is ready to meet the evolving needs of the market. And as we witness a global shift towards cleaner, greener energy, Lewden is at the forefront. We are supporting this transformation with a proactive approach to comply with industry regulations.
Absolutely. We deliver best-in-class electrical solutions that not only meet but exceed expectations. Today, we are proud to leverage the expansion in the EV market to enhance Lewden's reputation as your trusted partner. Our business is equipped to supply the complete EV ecosystem, providing an end-to-end charging solution that encompasses everything from infrastructure to vehicle plug-in. So basically, we are not just keeping up, we are building on our legacy.
Of course.
With forward thinking and a responsible approach, Lewden continues to uphold our ethos of being best in class since 1946.
100%. And I mean, with these insights, we've always wanted to grow. We've always wanted to showcase that, we are fetching in all the market research and feedback to our products and our lines and giving the best and offering our best to the consumers. Well, which is why we now bring to you and introduce Siena, your reliable partner for EV charging. This is designed to exceed the expectations of today's EV drivers, empowering them with a smoother transition to electric vehicles with not only advanced, but also home-compatible charging technology. So let me take you through a quick video of Siena, and then we'll continue with the rest of the presentation.
Let's see.
Yep.
That looks great. So, as you saw just now, we've designed Siena with a modern, minimalist style. There are no big brand logos on the front, keeping it sleek and subtle, especially since these will often be installed on the front of people's homes.
Yeah, of course. Everyone these days is in the run to get like a minimalistic look.
100%. So basically, you can see the Sienna range currently offers two models. Next slide, please. Both of which are available as single-phase 7.4 kilowatt and three-phase 22 kilowatt operating as mode 3. For those unfamiliar, mode 3 means the charger is permanently connected to an AC supply above 10 amps and communicates with the vehicle using a control pilot function.
Oh, well, I mean, it's more like we've got a favorite child over here. Honestly, it's like not the thing is both models share the same design features and technical specification, but there's one key difference between them. The first model is a tethered charger, which comes with a 5-meter charging lead, and the second model is untethered. This features a shuttered socket outlet instead. We'll come to this in a minute, where we will elaborate on why it is one of the key and distinctive features for Sienna.
Of course, but as you've already said, we are focusing more on the untethered model because it offers several distinct advantages. First, it's more cost effective since EVs typically come with their own charging cables, and the untethered design can accommodate varying cable lengths based on the installation requirements, giving installers and users more flexibility.
And yeah, not to mention it kind of looks cleaner and tidier when not in use at the end of the day. So it's always a good thing to have. Plus, it reduces the risk of theft, damage to the charging cables, which can be a concern with tethered units. And I mean, if the cable does get damaged, replacing it with an untethered version or an untethered model is much easier, and it's cheaper as well as compared to the tethered one.
Of course. Also, did you know that in certain areas like Scotland, building regulations don't allow tethered chargers? Hence, untethered model solves that issue while keeping the things neat and, as you said, theft-proof.
Well, in that case, now let's take a look at what Sienna can do, right? Sienna's features are broadly divided into 3 categories from our engineering department and design department, right? They usually have divided into control, protection, and communication. So let's kick things off with control, right? Where Sienna really shows its brain power. Some of the features are hardware-based and others are software-driven. But first up, we've got is maximum current output adjustment. Now, what does this actually mean in layman terms? This basically allows the installer to assess and establish whether the property can support EV charging at the full load, which is 7.4 kilowatt for the Sienna at the moment, at a 32 amp current rating. But if the property can't support full load, i.e. 7.4 kilowatt again, say, for instance, the incoming supply, fuse rating, or other output appliances are maxed out, the charger output can be restricted, right? And this can be restricted to operate in the range of 13 amps to 32 amps in 9 predefined steps. It's like, if I tell you quickly, it's like having a volume control for electricity, basically.
Absolutely. Speaking of control, let's not forget dynamic load management. Sienna is supplied with a split core current transformer that can be installed around the line conductor feeding power to the consumer unit. The CT measures in real time the load consumed by the property at any time of the day or night. So basically, if the demand spikes, the charger eases off to keep everything running smoothly. So basically, no tripped circuits here.
Oh, yes. And I mean, that's not it. We've got solar PV compatibility as well with Sienna. So Sienna is capable of accepting a secondary current transformer input from an AC output of a solar PV system. This effectively allows the user to charge their cars with the same amount of energy that they're generating from their solar panels, or like their solar, whatever basically solar panels give out as an output. So to simplify it, it's a minimum of 6 amp is required, obviously, to start this charging process. And then the last thing you know is, voila, your EV is running on sunshine.
That sounds pretty cool. Let's take a look at the security now. Enter the RFID forks. Sienna comes with 2 of these as standard, and they are not only waterproof and robust, but also styled to match the charger. They are small enough for your keyring and work like a magic wand. Tap and you are ready to charge. Fobs are paired to a user rather than a charger via Monta app. Using a registered fob allows authorized users to instantly activate a charging sequence. This is effectively, you can say, a shortcut to using the smart app on your phone to control the charger. Also, if you want to keep your charger safe from unauthorized use, basically it's like having a lock for your charger minus the hassle of actual keys.
100%. I mean, speaking of locks, the cable lock system is another neat trick out of the hat, right? Specific to the untethered models only, as I mentioned earlier, the socket outlet locks the charging cable during use. When a charging sequence is started, the socket outlet has a motorized mechanism that locks the charge lead into the charge point socket. Now, using the smart app, the user can decide what happens when the charge sequence is finished, i.e., they can choose whether they want the charger to release the charging lead automatically or whether the charger retains the cable until it is instructed within the app to release it. It's like no cable thieves on a watch.
Now we've got to mention Siena's chevron-shaped LED light on the front. This isn't there just for looks. It's like Siena's mood ring and tells you the status of the charger. So basically, blue means it's in standby mode.
Yeah.
Green says the car is connected. Flashing green means it's charging. And red, well, red means Siena's having a really bad day and you should check for errors.
Well, I mean, as warm as red can get, what's even cooler about it is it's energy efficient, right? The standby consumption is just 4 watts. And there's a low energy mode that kicks in after every 5 seconds of inactivity. So to say, if no one is using the charger, it will turn off the status of the LED and automatically relight it when someone plugs in, or, well, the action button, we're missing it. So there's an action button on the side, which can be pressed to automatically relight the LED. However, we'll get into depth of functions for the action button in a bit. But what we have recognized with the chevron and the LED is that light pollution may be a factor. Now, just so in addition to above, during hours of darkness, again, this is user configurable, but in hours of darkness, the green charging LED reverts to 20% of its daytime brightness. So your neighbors don't think you have a disco, or you don't attract thieves saying that, oh, I have a charger coming in here.
Very considerate. Anyway, we all know all EV chargers sold into the market must be in compliance with the smart charging regulations. With Siena, using the smart app control, the user can schedule charge times to take advantage of the most cost-effective electricity tariffs available. That means you can charge your car during off-peak electricity rates, saving money while you sleep.
Oh, well, I mean, we've talked a lot about control as such, right? But last but not the least, let's talk about the action button. There is a silver button located on the side of the charger, which performs multiple functions. Now, during the installation process, it can be used to initiate a temporary Bluetooth connection that creates a link to the Lewden Connect app. Also, it can reboot the charger if held continuously for 10 seconds, or it can be depressed once during a charging sequence to bring a halt to the sequence, for example, in an emergency. Well, again, this can be configured with the Lewden Connect app. So we're literally giving all controls to the user at the end of the day.
Honestly, Siena is like having your own personal concierge for EV charging, always on hand, effortlessly managing the details and ensuring everything runs without a hitch.
Oh, and I mean, totally, that's just control about Siena, right? Wait until we dive into protection and communication. All right, I mean, let's move on to protection. Okay, is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's all right, no problem.
But I mean, do you want to take a guess? Like, why is protection so important for us?
Well, obviously, because safety is not a game and always a top priority.
Especially for Lewden. So let me tell you, Siena comes packed with seriously, it comes packed with seriously important safety features. It's like so many altogether. I'm not a tech guy, but I can literally know and talk about it because being Lewden being a leader in circuit protection and consumer units, it's very impactful, and it's very important, and it is ideal for us to make an impact through the same sort of product line. So first up, we've got residual current protection there, where Sienna is equipped with an RCD that can detect both DC and AC current faults.
Exactly.
Right? For AC, we can do up to 30 milliamps, and for DC, it can detect up to 6 milliamps current faults.
100%. So it's ready to catch any issues before they cause a problem. Then we've got pen fault protection. In the event of a pen fault within the supply network to the installation property, Sienna will automatically detect and disconnect all electrical connections between the charger and the connected vehicle. Talk about peace of mind.
Well, it doesn't stop there, does it? There's also overcurrent protection. As we mentioned earlier, the maximum output current is adjustable up to 32 amps. Now, because it is adjustable between 13 to 32 amps in 9 steps, should a fault occur on the equipment which charges the vehicle's battery, too much current may be drawn from the supply. Right? If the output current exceeds the preset maximum output current setting on the charging point, Sienna halts the charging process momentarily or temporarily. This function is electronic and it is not achieved by a circuit breaker, right? So an upstream MCB protection is still necessary. Think of it as a backup plan for a backup plan.
That's a good way to put it. Speaking of protection, Sienna also has under and over voltage protection. So if the supply system voltage rises above or falls below predefined operating limits, the charging will stop immediately. This comes into play if we go outside the plus minus 10% tolerances of the supply system. For example, if we go above 253 volts, we disconnect within 5 seconds. And if we reach 262 volts, we disconnect within 0.2 seconds. So basically, blink and it's done.
I mean, fast response times these days, I mean, it is essential. Everyone's running for it. I mean, now we've got so many features altogether, but here's a unique feature, right? It is available only on the untethered models, as we spoke of earlier. Sienna comes with safety shutters on the socket outlet. For those of you who are exposed to the plugs and socket range from Lewden and its parent company Valadzoli, you would know that how important shuttered sockets have been in terms of innovation and product design for Lewden and Valadzoli. The socket outlet incorporates safety shutters which mechanically block all access to electrical contacts. Now, we believe this is to be a unique feature in the UK to date, as it goes over and beyond what are the requirements of the product standards in the UK, especially for the EV charging.
That's a nice touch. And we've also got an anti-tamper switch. This is basically a micro switch that notifies the owner if someone has opened or accessed the internal parts of the charger whilst the power is on. So this is a specific requirement of the smart charging regulations. It's like the charger has its own alarm system.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, now I would say we'll move on to kind of see how Sienna also continuously monitors the continuity of protecting earth conductors, right? Now, between the charging point and the earth contact at the vehicle, Sienna will automatically disconnect the supply to the vehicle in the event of total loss of protective conductor. So that means no earth, no charge.
Very important for safety.
Very, very important.
And when it comes to temperature, Sienna has over temperature protection. So if the internal operating temperature of the charging point rises above 80 degrees centigrade, the charging point will automatically reduce the charging current to compensate. The charging point will automatically resume normal operation when the internal temperature has decreased to 60 degrees centigrade.
But okay, I think I lost here with there, but should the internal temperature fail to decrease and say instead it continues to rise to 90 degrees, what happens then?
Well, simply the charging point will halt the charging process and latch on the fault.
Oh, I see. So it kind of latches itself up. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, and we're missing the surge point of view. So for those power surges, the internal PCB in Sienna features built-in protection against all of the transient surges on the supply system. This protects the charger from transient surges, so you need not worry about a random spike frying your charger at the end of the day.
So basically, it's like Sienna has a full on safety team working 24/7 to keep everything running smoothly.
Exactly. And I mean, with all these features, Sienna is like a fortress for your electric vehicle altogether.
Indeed, indeed. All right, now, so let's wrap up with the communication side of things because let's be honest, we all want our gadgets to talk to each other, right?
100%.
So, Sienna operates on the OCPP 1.6 communications platform, which is the industry standard for communication between EV chargers and a central management system. So, rest assured, it's got the latest tech under the hood.
That's right. Speaking of connections and speaking of how different devices can connect to each other, speaking of how convenient it could be for the end user or for the installers at the end of the day, our engineering department has worked on having as many possibilities as they could. So we've got the Wi-Fi, we've got the Ethernet, but most importantly, we also have 4G connectivity, which is in place for the Sienna, making it super easy to connect to the internet, even if the charger is far off from your home where the Wi-Fi can't get through, or it is very difficult for the Ethernet cable to come through. We've got it sorted. The smart features just won't work if it wasn't for all of these features available. So it's like it is at the end of it is at the hand of the installer at the end of the day to kind of just pick one which is the most optimal option.
Well, I totally agree. This is crucial to be able to remotely activate all the smart control features via the control app. Plus, any software updates released by Lewden, they are notified via the app and are available to download. No more worrying about whether your charge is up to date. It takes care of that for you.
Oh, I mean, yes, and let's not forget about the power metering. I know that recently we were at this London EV show, right?
yeah.
And we had a lot of conversations about MID and as things come in, but we would like to tell you that us at Lewden, Sienna comes with an integral power meter, okay? This is with a measurement accuracy of 1%, which is what is required of the standards. Now, it lets the users track the amount of energy consumed and, most importantly, the cost of charging the vehicle, which is utmost and important.
100%. So let's now dive into the smart side of things. Sienna uses two apps, Lewden Connect and Monta Hub. Both are free to download and they are available for both Android and iOS.
Oh, okay. So what is the purpose of Lewden Connect? Because I understand that there is a certain, I have a fair bit of idea of what Monta is about, but okay, we've got Lewden Connect. Can you tell me more about Lewden Connect?
Lewden Connect has one primary purpose and is required during the initial installation phase to input the settings of the Wi-Fi network or 4G that you wish to connect the charger to.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's great. But if you connect the charger to the internet using an Ethernet cable,
then you can simply bypass this step.
Oh, so simple.
Lewden Connect isn't just for installation. It also lets you set up the dynamic load balancing system, so it's working even harder for you. Connecting Wi-Fi is achieved by temporarily pairing the charger to a smart device like via Bluetooth and following a short and simple process as described in the quick start guide that comes with Sienna.
Oh, yes. I mean, and once that is done, once the electrician is through the commissioning phase, Monta Hub takes over, right? It takes over for all the smart control features.
Like?
sorry, pardon me for that. But it's like, there are a lot of features, but let's take it one by one. You can set your charging preferences with Monta, whether by time, desired battery percentage, or specific kilowatt hours. Additionally, you can start and stop charging remotely using Monta. You can check your charging history. Again, it's any smart application, any smart device. You can pair RFID phobes specific to users and set tariffs and keep tabs on spending. So, and yes, sorry, Monta is fully compliant. It is fully compliant with UK smart charging regulations, so you don't have to worry about future changes either. You've got updates coming through Monta app. It's got you covered now and then down on the road.
Speaking of coverage, you will see Powered by Monta in the app. This is essentially a fully integrated partnership between Lewden as the hardware maker and Monta as the smart app specialist. Powered by Monta allows us to manage customer onboarding and product warranty registration, which, by the way, is a 3-year parts and labor warranty.
And not to forget, Monta also provides technical support. Despite of you having direct access to Lewden technical support, the first line of support goes to Monta, and Monta is really good at this. It offers variety of support, which may be something simple as pre-scheduling a call with the installer uh, to guide them through the installation process, or remotely assisting with IT software setup or fault findings.
Interesting. So, with all these smart features, Sienna doesn't just meet the standard, it sets it.
Oh yeah,
Smart, safe, and user friendly, all rolled into one.
all rolled into one, exactly. Now, we've been talking about all the features, right? Let's see, why are we talking about how easy installation of Sienna is. So Sienna is here to make charging easier. One, it is not only supposed to make it easier, it is smarter and more reliable for both installers and users alike. The other day I was having a look at eFix. eFix is going to love me for this. Like they're going to give me credits for this one, because Joe was like, there's a really good punchline. He said, "Is Sienna so easy to install? You can do it lying down."
Ah.
So it's like the key design features of Sienna enables that, and what makes its installation a breeze is the unique wall mounting plate. What we believe is one of the key points for Sienna in the market at the moment. This basically separates from the main charger body.
Oh,
So
yes, the genius of this feature.
yeah,
This makes the installation process much simpler by allowing the installer a lot more room to fix, dress, and terminate the power connections to the terminal block.
yeah.
So, no more balancing a heavy charger on your lap while you work, as you need to do with some of the other models in the market. I'm sure many installers will appreciate that.
Oh yes, I mean definitely. Plus, there's a drilling template.
What's that?
It is included in the box. It basically allows you to see not just the location of the wall fixing points, but also overall dimensions of the charger. It's like a cheat sheet to avoid hitting obstacles when drilling. And speaking of the template, the wall plate has squared edges. Now, obviously, it has squared edges, unlike the curved body of the charger. This certainly helps if you're trying to get it straight, if you're trying to put a spirit level on top of it. It is just like everything will be nice and straight if it has got a square charger, you've got a spirit level on top, you fix it right in the bottom, and then you get it out. You just plug the back plate in and plug it on, it's gone.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, also, I know about all of these facts, but how about the cable entries? Do they come through the backplate or straight to the charger? Do you know anything about this?
Well, the backplate is designed to accept cable entry from either the bottom or the rear with two drilling options for each. We've purposely avoided top entry cabling
For
to
the
prevent water ingress. Also, the terminals are a cage clamp design, so they are designed to capture multiple sizes of conductors comfortably without damaging the conductor.
Well, that brings me to another question. I mean, we're speaking about how it accommodates a comfortable entry into the charging backplate, or what information is there for handling the terminals? Is it easy for them to kind of just strip it? Because I know that there has to be a certain IP rating maintained.
Yeah. Well, there is a label adjacent to the terminals which advises minimum and maximum conductor sizes, cable stripping length, and terminal tightening torque.
Oh, well, that's good. Thanks, Beanish. I mean, the other advantage of I remember from my conversation with the EV manager the other day, the other advantage of separating the charger body from the wall plate during the installation is that it keeps the charger body very clean. It keeps it safe until you're ready to fix it. It also makes installation testing easier, like insulation resistance testing, which can be done at 500 volts DC before fitting the charger body. And it makes it extremely friendly for any future maintenance needs as well. Easier testing and less stress. So I think it's always good to have it like.
And in the long run, this also makes future maintenance a lot more straightforward. If something goes wrong down the road, you won't have to take apart the whole unit to fix it.
Yes, I mean, fitting the charger body is a simple, it's very simple. It's a simple matter of sliding it onto the base and securing it with your 4 fixing screws. Oh, and don't worry, the live parts of the wall plate are totally shrouded. So, but what do I mean by that? It's like there's no chance of coming into contact with the blade contacts of the charger itself because it's shrouded. So while installing, you've got it all safe.
Safety first, right?
Yeah, every time.
And to top it off, there's a dial adjuster on the rear of the unit that lets the installer preset the maximum output current. You can even check that setting within the Lewden Connect app. It's all about making your life easier and more efficient.
Exactly. I mean, Sienna is designed for simplicity, right? And safety from the moment you start the installation to the moment it's fully set up. And it's running smoothly. And we want the product to run smoothly for the installers and primarily for them to not come back to install sorry, for users and primarily for them to not come back to installers.
Yeah.
All right. I've talked a lot. Let's take a look at a quick installation video to see how straightforward it is to set up Sienna.
Fantastic. That was smooth.
It is, I mean, great photography and videography as well, I guess.
Absolutely. One really important fact about Sienna is that it has been extensively tested and fully certified by an independent laboratory, TUV Rhineland, and complies with several product standards, as you can see listed here.
And exactly, we're not just talking about basic testing here, right? Sienna complies with a whole range of product standards. I mean, it's very difficult for me to remember these, but I'm going to give it a shot. I think it's the IEC 61851 charging standard.
Well done.
If I got it right. Yeah. UK, then there is UK smart charging regulations. There's socket interface. There's RCD protection. There's EMC compliance. There's communications. There's pen fault protection. There's so much, honestly.
So you know this charger isn't just good, it's rock solid.
Yes.
And now the next question is, what comes inside the box when you purchase Sienna? Sienna comes fully equipped. You get a wall drilling template, because who doesn't love precision, a set of wall fixings, 2 RFID fobs for secure access, and a current transformer for dynamic load management. Let's not forget the quick start guide for both the installers and the end users. It's also got a QR code that links directly to a comprehensive installation, operation, and maintenance guide. No more fumbling with endless pages of instructions.
I mean, right. We've got everything covered, but how about price? We haven't spoken about price, and it's always at the end of the day about price. It doesn't matter how good the product is. But having said that, Sienna isn't a budget charger, right? Nor is it overpriced. It sits right in the middle of the market. It sits right in the middle of the market, offering a solid value with a competitive warranty that's there to back it up. That's the sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not just affordable, but also built to last. Sienna is designed to perfectly fit into this growing ecosystem, especially in the UK these days, and make installers' life a whole lot easier. It's like the dependable team player every project needs.
Oh, yes. So now let's zoom out a bit, because Sienna isn't just a standalone product. It's a part of a much larger ecosystem that we are creating at Lewden for the EV sector.
Exactly. I mean, we have an array of products. It's not that we've only started and jumped into the EV market with a charger, right? We have products to support infrastructure installation, whether it is residential, whether it is industrial or commercial. Any premises you think of, the application base is extensive. Think consumer units out of the charger. Think consumer units for indoor and outdoor locations. Think of distribution terminal blocks, also known as the Henley blocks these days. Oh, also think about the circuit protection devices, the hot topic in the market, especially with
Yeah.
Beamer, like the bidirectional RCBOs and RCDs. We've got an extensive range of bidirectional RCBOs and
Oh, yeah.
of RCDs. We've got AFDDs as well. We've got an extensive solution of different consumer units altogether.
Mhm.
Oh, how can we forget the custom build solution? We're coming from marketing. We're going to take all of the room to kind of bring in the custom builders side of Lewden as well. And oh, the best bit, the elephant in the room. There's EV feeder pillars, the green, the red, the black, the orange. Oh, we've got all colors. And it's not just about colors, it is also about handling hundreds of amps. And our engineers are working dedicatedly to distribute power to multiple charging points in housing estates or public car parks. If you want to have a look at references, you may want to visit Lewden website. You've got an extensive page as well. We will be coming to it in a minute, and there we go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as you've discussed, there are a lot of options here. And I think the best way to go about it is visit our website and find out more information. Because if we go into the details, we lose focus on Sienna, which we are here to talk about today. So, talking about the resources we've created to support Sienna to ensure you have all the information you need at your fingertips when installing Sienna. When it comes to product information resources, we've really gone all out. We've developed a full suite of marketing materials, both print and digital, to support Sienna. There is a comprehensive product brochure to give an overview, a quick start guide specifically designed to make installers' lives easier, and a detailed instruction manual available as a downloadable document. On top of all this, we are also working on marketing videos to highlight product features in a more engaging way because, let's be honest, sometimes a good video says more than 1,000 words.
Oh, it definitely does. And I mean, speaking of digitalizing in the modern economy, it's just like we've launched a dedicated EV web page for the charger and the ecosystem that we have developed at Lewden. This acts as a one-stop resource for both installers and end users. It showcases key features of the charger. It holds all the important assets that you mentioned right now. It outlines the application areas where Sienna is suitable, where all EV infrastructures can go in. It answers common questions in the FAQ section down at the bottom of the page, and it also provides how-to videos. It's like having your own EV assistant.
That sounds very helpful, Ansel.
And here's the fun part, right? The fun part is that you've got an opportunity to see Sienna or the view Sienna in augmented reality. Now, what is that? And so the thing is, you can just scan the QR code that you see at the moment on your screen. It will take you to a landing page on the website. You click on it, and then you try to move around your phone, project it on a wall, and you can see exactly how Sienna will fit. How it will fit on the wall, how it will fit in an environment or a setting. Plus point to that is that it is scaled to size, so you can move back and forth and see how exactly it will look like, and what size it would be. So no surprises when you get on the site. No surprises when you have it. You can visualize it up and running right now.
That's indeed a game changer. It really sort of like bridges the gap between online browsing and in-store buying. On top of that, we are working closely with manufacturers like Megger and Doncaster Cables for co-marketing activities. These joint campaigns showcase how Lewden products, combined with solutions like Doncaster's special EV cables and Megger's latest testing equipment, provide integrated solutions that installers can trust. Let me tell you about it. It's teamwork at its finest.
It's 100%. I mean, you might want to keep an eye out to all attendees at the moment. There's a wonderful video that I saw. I laid eyes on it this morning from Mega. It is quite nice. It is about how the tester works automatically and it's done on Lewden chargers. So go in your free time, just go out, search for the video. It's amazing. Now, so doesn't matter whether you're looking for resources, you're looking for digital tools, or you're looking for partnerships. We've got it all covered, so to say. And again, Sienna isn't just a product, it's a part of an entire ecosystem designed to make your job easier and more efficient.
So that's basically Sienna in a nutshell. Simple, smart, and installer friendly. But trust me, we barely scratched the surface. So with this, we are almost drawing towards the end of the session. We'd love to hear your thoughts or questions. Please feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll answer as many as we can. I think we'll take some time to see if we have any questions in the chat box.
Of course. Right. As I see it, someone's anonymously asked a question in the private breakout room. Okay, interesting. Not too bad. Oh, I see the questions have now started to flow in the Q&A section. One has come in from John Smith. But before we come to your question, John, I'll just take Jack's question in. So the question is, if we is the 22 kilowatt Sienna available at the moment? I think yes, it is in the pipeline. It is available. It is available at specific inquiries. So if you are interested in one of the projects, or if you're just interested in individual units, feel free to go onto the website or contact us, or just drop a message here, and I will drop in a link where you can contact our internal sales back office, and they will take care of the query. Now, coming back to John, thank you for the question, John. Can the open pen reset automatically or need to be done on the app? It cannot be reset. So as far as I remember correctly, it cannot be reset automatically. You have to reboot the charger in order to reset it. It basically locks out. As we mentioned, as Beanish mentioned earlier, it latches out. The charger latches itself. So you'll have to reboot the charger.
There's another question from Alice.
Okay. Alice is asking, sorry if I missed it, have you got any plans to developing three-phase version? Yes, Alice, 22 kilowatt is a three-phase charger. It is a three-phase charger. It is available. Again, as I mentioned to Jack earlier, you can just drop in an inquiry and our sales team will be able to help you out with it.
Another question from Adam from Fairfield Electricals. Will there be an ongoing subscription fee for the app? No.
Oh, well, okay. So Adam, seems like there is no ongoing subscription fee for the app at the moment. So you're lucky. If we do introduce something of that sort, we'll keep it in the due communications moving forward. We've got Robert Nolan. Thank you for dropping your question in, Robert. Are the chargers certified for use outside of the UK currently? For example, in the Republic of Ireland? Well, yes, Robert. I am quite certain about this, that instead of, along with UKCA, we've also got a CE mark. We've got a CE version of the charger that is available. So it's the distinctive feature between UKCA and UKCA and CE is the no U pen for CE, and in the UKCA, as it is advised by the regulations and industry standards, you've got to have UKCA and open pen fault protection. So CE is available. It has no open pen, no open pen.
And there's another question.
Okay.
This one?
Yeah. If I'm reading it right, sorry, Ian, I'm having trouble reading it. My bad. Hi, the charger looks a nice size and style. We inherit a lot of our chargers from new build sites. Do you supply and house builders directly? Well, Ian, I am sorry, but I'm not sure about this. I will have to speak to the commercial team. I'll have to speak to the sales director in order to advise you best on this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to reserve this answer, and then we're going to come back to you individually. And we'll also introduce this answer if it comes through by multiple people. We'll introduce it in our response.
Just one more question.
Oh, thanks. Just Alice. We've got Alice again. Other EV companies offer some benefits to electricians, like partnership programs who regularly install their chargers. Do you have kind of program you can offer? No clue,
I
honestly.
think if you allow us, we'll get back to you with a response on this question, if that's okay, Alice.
Because I know, Beanish, we were looking into some benefits program for the electricians who
We
would be
were, yeah.
engaging with Lewden. So,
But we don't have anything casted in stone at this
yes.
stage. As soon as we have more concrete information on this, we'll get back in touch with you. Is that all right? I can see a thumbs up. Fantastic.
Well,
Okay. Any more questions? I think we've had good set of questions from people. Thank you very much for sharing your questions with us. We hope we've answered your questions as you expected. Basically, there is a QR code as well. Please take a moment to share your valuable feedback by scanning the QR code. Your input is incredibly important to us. It helps us improve and ensure we deliver the best experience possible. So thank you for helping us grow. However, just a quick one from our technical EV specialist. We've got responses to some of the questions if you are still around. Okay.
yes. So, to Ian's question, the answer is yes, via wholesalers, right? No charge on our app, but via wholesalers. Yes, that's the answer. Well, okay, so now that we're running short on time, and as we promised, before we wrap up, let's add some holiday sparkle. Okay. Right, the winner of the Lewden branded backpack is Moses O'Brien.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Darina, for picking Moses for this. Congratulations, Moses. We're going to get the backpack delivered to you. We're going to contact you separately out of the call to look forward to your address and your contact details, and then we'll send you the backpack as soon as you can have it.
That's wonderful. Congratulations, Moses, once again. And many thanks to all of you for joining the session today. Please stay connected with us on social media. Let us know how Sienna fits into your projects. Until next time, happy holidays from all of us at Lewden, and may your installations be as smooth as Sienna's design.
Yes, thanks again for joining us today. Sienna is more than just an EV charger. It's part of a large movement towards sustainable, efficient solutions.
Absolutely.
Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.